we're going to be making dumpling, and this recipe actually requires a good bit of precision, so we're going to be measuring out so we need about 10 ounces of water. So we're just going to keep pouring until we have 10 ounces, well, 10.8 ounces of water. We're now going to do the same and measure out the flour. So we're going to put this on the 0. Wait for the 0. So we need 20 ounces of flour and I finished with this dough, and you see it's so nice and soft. When you press it in, it begins to bounce back. So we're going to cling wrap this and leave it to sit for a minimum of 10 minutes. You can actually let yours sit for longer if you want, but I'm going to let mine sit for about 30 minutes while I prep the filling that's going to be used in it. Now it's really important that you seal this dough because you don't want it to dry out, which is going to happen if you have a dough open and sitting for that long. This recipe will need about a quarter cup of milk. This is perhaps less than a quarter cup, but I don't really like it too chivy. So you cut these things in different sizes. So if you look further below, you'll see that they are actually really finely chopped as opposed to the ones on top that have a good size to them. We have some ginger, we have some garlic. We'll need 1 egg. We'll need some sesame oil, we'll need some salt, and we'll need some cornstarch. And of course, the star in this will be the pork that we're going to be using, minced pork, and we have some cabbage. Where is the cabbage? Yes, we have some cabbage. So let's get started putting this filling together. So we want this to be a nice paste. This is exactly what we're going for. We're going to rest this in the fridge while we begin rolling out our dumpling wrappers. So take this off now and divide this dough into 2. Now honestly, I am going to divide this dough into 2 and leave the other half of the dough to make at some other point when I'm in a mood to make the rest. So we're supposed to end up with about 80 wrappers from this dough that you're seeing right in front of me, because the aim of this, oh shit, okay, it didn't stick, false alarm. So we're going to divide this dough into 2. Okay, so just divide this dough into 2. Take the other, oh wow, what is going on here? We're going to take the other half of this dough and wrap it right back into the cling wrap that we had it in initially. All right, that's what we're going to do there. So that will be made when, you know, life doesn't feel so overwhelming, because it's actually quite a lot of work to make 80 dumpling wrappers, trust me. For experts, no biggie, but for me, I'm like, whatever. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to punch a hole in the middle of this dough, and we're just going to basically roll it around like this, which really gives us an even, somewhat an even circle, so that we can then divide this dumpling wrapper. So we have this here. We're just going to cut each end, line it back up, and cut in again, so we end up with one. So one of these should give you 20 dumpling wrappers. So now we're still again going to put this into our cling wrap because we do not want this dough to dry out. Just gonna wrap this back up. And what we have here is this nice dough that we can now begin to make into our somewhat 20 dumpling wrappers. Now honestly, I'm going to make the first 20, eat them, and then throughout the rest of the day make the rest. That's my advice to you guys, because this actually gets kind of overwhelming. And because I don't have a Chinese roller, what I will be doing is using my cup to roll these out. So let's get going. Dipping sauce. So I have here some chive picked from my garden, 2 bird eye chili, some soy sauce, and a bit of vinegar. Now today we're going to be using my food processor because there are many things that you want to do in life, and I guess a food processor makes it quite easier for everyone. Dumplings came out wonderful, others not so much. It's the representation of a perfect society. We have dysfunctional members and we have functional members. So don't be go hating on my dumpling skills. Now I'm not a professional at making dumplings, so I think this was a pretty good attempt.